Salesforce published its second edition of the State of Sales, and it contains some great insights from interviews with over 3,000 salespeople. Now, a couple of data points really caught my attention. The first was 60% of professional salespeople report that collaborative selling increased their productivity by 25%. 52% of professional sellers shared that it increased their sales pipeline. Now let's look at the consumer perspective. 73% shared that they are likely to switch from a brand if that company doesn't provide consistent service levels. Great insight. But time for that reality check. Most sales organizations will not reach these new levels of sales success or satisfying their customers because they're working on the wrong end of the problem. Let's look at collaborative selling. I can't tell you how many times I've heard from a CEO, a sales manager, that top salespeople, they are lone rangers, tough to manage, high maintenance. Do any of those qualities sound like the type that will lend itself to collaborative selling? I would say the answer is no. Examine your hiring processes. Are you vetting potential sales candidates for collaborative skills, emotional intelligence skills, such as teamwork, interpersonal skills, and empathy? Because if you're not hiring for collaboration, pretty tough to create a collaborative sales environment. Let's look at those consistent levels of service. I've ranted, raved for years that sales is not a department. And yet, the very departments interfacing with your customers, technical support, customer service, seldom receive the training, or if they do, very little of the skills needed to make the customer experience even better. Skills such as, how do you communicate with different personality styles? Empathy, how do you demonstrate empathy to diffuse an upset customer? Sales leaders, sales managers, CEOs, as you go into the future, does your team have what it takes to achieve sales success and client satisfaction? I'm Colleen Stanley. Thanks for joining me today, President of Sales Leadership.